Hi everybody, and welcome back to the news studio. It's a hot sunny day, so we're going to be inside painting. Before we get started, I want to let you know about my shop on Facebook. If you go there, you can buy paintings like the one we're going to paint right now and other ones from previous episodes. This is a really good time to do it too, because I'm doing a summer sale. So get in there and find something you like for a friend or family member. Now for today, we have the canvas. It's been already covered with a thin coat of liquid white. And today, because it's so hot, I really want to do a winter scene so I can cool down. So I'm just gonna go into some cadmium yellow. I'm just gonna start putting in a few bright spots. And then I'm going to go into some yellow ochre and just go near the edges of those guys, just a little bit here and there, nothing too much. And then finally, I'm going to use some Indian yellow. You don't have to be too fancy right now. Off the brush up there maybe. And then next I'm going to go into a little bit of a bright red and some of the other yellows. And just putting some red in the sky. Beat off the brush. I'm just going to blend all that stuff together, starting going right into the, actually I might just even use a fresh brush for the blending this time, because I really don't want to track any red at all into the yellow. So I'm going to start basically blending all the yellow spots first. Before I go into the red. Now this is starting to look nice. And then finally I'm going to take some alizarin crimson and a tiny bit of the really powerful phthalo blue. Phthalo blue is a really strong color. And then into these white spots here, I'm going to apply that nice color. Blend that into the red. And finally, just a little bit of phthalo blue and some Prussian blue. And a little black maybe just to gray it out. But mostly blues. And then, gotta be careful, the phthalo blue is really quite powerful. And just darken any areas that you think need it. And then finally, with a clean brush, we've already gone through 3 brushes, just blend the whole thing together. That looks like a bit of a mess. Oh. And then with some phthalo blue and alizarin crimson, just gonna go in and just anywhere, especially anywhere I'm seeing green that we made on accident, I'm just gonna go through, maybe a little bit of white too, yeah. And put in some clouds. If you make a mistake in the sky, you fix it with clouds. If you make a mistake in the ground, you fix it with bushes. And then just blend out the bottom with a clean brush. You could probably even highlight some of that with some white. Actually, why don't we do that? Go to some white. Just tiny little circular motions. Always look for your opportunities in painting to make stuff really nice. That's pretty good. There's a lot of colors here, so I'm not going to do too much. Maybe a small pickup. Really small, gentle pickup. We'll cover a lot of that up with trees anyway. Now, same fan brush, let's go into that same color we made with the Prussian blue and the alizarin crimson. And into it, just a little white, a little black. Just to sort of gray it out just a bit. And over here, just a low sweeping mountain here. And the paint's just going to get lighter and lighter as we move down. And that's what we're looking for. Knife. Just going to, because it's so hot, my paint is actually really melting, which makes it quite difficult. I'm just going to very carefully put some snow on this one. Just a little. It's kind of far away, and that's where I want it to be. Use a clean brush. I'm just going to pull down. Try to thin out the paint on the bottom. And I don't think there's a huge need today to tap that. So I'm going to go into the same dirty brush that I had purple on. Use the same mountain color, but maybe just a little bit less. And I'm going to start doing some push-ups. Push-up trees. These ones are far away, so it's just a tree line. Just make sure your tree line isn't like super straight. Trees are all different sizes, so if you draw a straight tree line, it almost implies that all the trees are the same size. And I think it's now time to bring in a little bit of snow. Snow is why we're here. So this is just titanium white and some blue that got left on the palette. I'm just gonna start in the back, pull down, picking up the color that's already there for me. That literally makes me feel cooler. Another one here, going over this time. And picking up paint is exactly what you want to be doing right now. Good. Good. Use a fan brush now. I'm going to go into some Prussian blue, some brown, some lamp black, dark colors, and tiny tree. And as I go down, I push harder, and that's going to make the bottom of the tree thicker, the way they actually are in nature. You can have a friend. That's pretty nice. I don't have a liner brush today. This one here. Okay. And then with just a little thinner and just a little dip in the thinner box. And we're gonna just add a few little limbs. It's especially nice to cut over these bright areas in the sky where it's like bright orange. It's a lot of contrast, and contrast is of course one of the most beautiful things in art. Let's clean up the feet. So at the bottom of these trees, I'm just going to push in with some of that purple that we had. And of course it's probably snowing here. So I'm just going to go into some white, clean brush. I want these highlights to be nice and white. Just highlight it. Take our snow brush and clean up the feet. And just like that, we have a whole other plane on our painting. That was so fun. Let's do another one. Yeah, that was a fun one. We'll do another one. Maybe we just do a small one back here. No, we'll do this kind of tree. We'll do a nice evergreen tree. Just on that hill there. All right. And let's just do one more small tree like that. It's small away, it's far away, so we're not gonna deal with that too much. That's a nice way to say it. It's small away, which is the truth when things are far away like that. They're usually small. And then put some snow down. Let's just add a lot more snow. And just like a nice big open space here. Fill in that. And it's probably, I want to start making this snow actually getting a little bit darker. So I'm going to go back. And that'll actually make the whole area back there look brighter. We use this darker blue. Darker too, right in the corner. Even some black in that. Yeah. Keeping your corners dark like that really helps bring people into your painting. All these little tricks. Just a little bit of liquid white and some titanium white, just a little bit thinner. Just kind of brighten this one spot here. There, that'll really go a long way for us, I think. And you know what? There's actually probably a thin tree there. I just saw him. These trees are really easy to do, and they're really fun. You can do this. Okay. Now, let's go back to that purple color we had. And it's right around here. I want to put in a whole kind of mess of bushes. Just pushing up. This is just background stuff. And we're going to take our knife and we're going to practice building houses. So the biggest secret to making a house is I find the paint just does not stick. So not only do you really want to scrape off paint to lay out the shape of your house, but you're also doing it so that the paint will actually stick. And I'm going to go into some Van Dyke Brown, Burnt Umber. Just the two browns, mix them until they're just marbled, barely coming together. Pull it out flat and start at the top of the house. Start with the roof. This will be a difficult area to get into, I'm sure. Down. If you find that's happening, you can scrape off enough paint. It takes a little bit of concentration. There we go. Just build it up. Doesn't look like much now. It will, don't worry. Then take a little bit of white and just run it through. So if the sun is somewhere over there, that means the roof probably getting a lot of light. And this part down here is going to be quite dark. Blue, phthalo blue are nice colors for dark. They do like a weird trick with your eyes. Of course, if you don't want a house in your painting, you really don't have to include them. especially in this location on the canvas, is quite hard to access. Just a door. A little door. Maybe make that stick out just a little bit. Some light. Okay. Now I forgot to highlight some of these bushes up there. That's the house basically finished. Then add a little snow to the bottom of the house. For this is actually we can start cutting in boards into the house just using the tip of your knife. Put a little red into the brown. And just build it up as you go. But that's probably enough. And I think I'm just going to finish this off by going into some liquid white. We do have quite a buildup of paint, especially around the house, so the paint needs to be quite thin now. I'm just going to give him somewhere to live. And then to finish off our painting, for me, always the hardest part. Right up until now, everything's been easy. The hardest part for me is always signing my name. I have no idea why that is. But to sign your name, you just take some thinner, whatever color you like. I use red. And find a nice place to sign your name. Alright, and that's everything for today. Thank you very much for watching today's video. I hope you have a chance to check out the shop on Facebook and participate in our summer sale. Thank you very much for watching and supporting me. Bye. Hey, you made it to the end of the video. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed it, please hit the subscribe button and the bell icon. It really helps the studio grow and helps me make these videos for you guys. Thank you so much for your support. Bye.